What's going on, guys? It's Mitch from RespectMyRegion.com coming live from the 2022 Hall of Flowers in Santa Rosa. I'm with Josh Schmidt, VP of Business Development at Natura and co-founder of D-Tie Gummies. How you doing today, Josh?
Doing good. Thank you very much, Mitch. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, man. Always love seeing you. We're up here in NorCal, man. I know this is the area that you roam, man. You know, I've had you on the podcast before. We've talked about what's important about California cannabis, but what's important, like what's special about NorCal, especially when it pertains to the cannabis industry?
Well, Hall of Flowers is always great. They do one here. They do one down in Palm Springs. And there's something about, I'm from up north. I'm from the Bay Area originally. There's something about being here, something about being close to like the not only the farms and whatnot and the producers and manufacturers up here, but the culture that's really been, coming from this region for so long. It's ingrained in this area. This is the same place we come to, we do Emerald Cup and these other great events. So culture's alive here. You have a nice blend of people that have been around a really long time, and there's a lot of people I've never seen before, which is always cool to see with these events. And with the industry the way it is today, we need all the good energy we can get and people that are, spending money and pushing product. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, it all comes down to the plant, man. You've been around this plant a long time. Like I said, it's 2022. You've been in this industry before it was even called an industry or respected as an industry, man. Like, how crazy is it how far that we've came this far, man? What does it look like? Did you ever imagine that we'd be at a trade show like this, doing what you were doing back in the day?
Not a trade show, but we knew that some of these things were gonna start happening. It's amazing the way it's becoming. Now we just need more of these consumption areas. We need to be more like our, the other business of alcohol and whatnot, where they have these events, establishments to go, try different things and talk about different things with, they have bartenders, we have bud tenders, and it's just gonna take time. A lot of these other, industries have had years and years and years and years of practice and commerce. So now we're just doing a lot of things really quick. I never thought I'd be here, but I'm going to stay in it until we have duty-free cannabis at major airports. That's kind of my thing that I always talk about is I'll be working in this space until you can get cannabis with the liquor, with the tobacco, with the chocolate at, the airport on the way out. And that's going to be one of the most important things. That's when we're truly at where we need to be, when we're destigmatized to be the same as all these other vices and, medicines and whatnot.
Absolutely, man. And obviously you've been around the country, you've operated in multiple markets, but you've also been globally and seen cannabis everywhere. And I know you're on the forefront of bringing cannabis to a couple countries. What is special about, brands? People love brands in cannabis, whether it's taking something from California, moving it elsewhere, or that homegrown brand. We talk about appellations in cannabis, but there's also this appellation of a brand. I was just talking to John Capetta at High Times, and obviously, we were paying homage to California cannabis, but talking about how New York is going to like California cannabis, but also New York brands. So where do you see kind of the appellation of cannabis and brands mixing and merging?
It's not reinventing the wheel. It happens with produce. It happens, Driscoll strawberries. It happens, genetics going to farmers from different regions. You go to Bangkok, Hong Kong, Taipei, you see Driscoll strawberries from Watsonville. There's a lot of people are just gonna, there's always, it doesn't matter what it is, there needs to be a story. If it's a restaurant, if it's a brand of clothing, if it's whatnot. So a lot of what we're seeing in cannabis right now, and the brands that are making it have founders that have faces, have stories that are real and unique and true. And a lot of people have been in the weeds or been behind the scenes for a long time. So now people are going to be coming out of the woodworks, telling their stories. And another thing, another industry, I'll go back to liquor a lot. A lot of those guys the Jim Beams, the Jack Daniels, the Colonel Taylors, those were people, those were gangsters that were making illegal things that eventually got marketing departments and distilleries and same shit. So there's going to be a lot of that, a lot of brands that need to have a face, need to have a story, and need to have like a terroir or need to have like a whole ecosystem that makes someone have a resonance to it when they buy it or when they consume it and whatnot. So, if you can go to hams are like that with Parma ham, or cheeses with Parmigiano Reggiano, like terroir, like stories, like why this is better than others, and it'll apply to cannabis, and we'll start seeing a lot of it.
Man, my guy's bringing in culture, branding, everything. Josh Schmidt, out there in Natura, D-Tie Gummies, man, been around the globe and back. Great insight here on the industry. We're at the 2022 Santa Rosa Hall of Flowers. We'll be back with more content soon.